Brent here from American English with this guy, and today we're talking about how Americans talk about school. We're going to go from the very young students to the very old students, and maybe this is their first time to the channel, but I'm Brent. But you'll see the questions are actually addressed to Bob. Sometimes I hang out in Bob the Canadian's live chat. You probably know who he is. If you don't, he's another English teacher, big YouTube channel. He's awesome. Check him out, Bob the Canadian. But he'll do live chats, and I hang out there because I get ideas for videos. I see the questions, but I also talk with a lot of his viewers because a lot of viewers of his viewers, they find my channel. So we share a lot of the viewers. I get a lot of viewers from him. I don't think he gets so many from me because I am so small, but on the other channel, we just hit 5,000 subscribers. So thank you if you subscribed on that channel. But, oh, my daughter's ready. I may have to make the rest of this. See, my daughter is out to lunch with her friends and she needs me to pick her up. I thought I had a little more time to make this video or this lesson. I got to go. So I'm going to edit it. You won't know that I leave and I come back, but I have to leave and I have to come back. I wonder if I'll be wearing the same shirt. I don't know. We'll find out. I might just go pick her up and then just come back and make this video. I may make it a day later, but I do want to talk about a couple questions that Maria C from Argentina asked and another question that Nori from Hungary asked. Be right back. All right, I'm back. I just have a sweatshirt on now because it's a little cold. Still the same shirt though. But yeah, I just came home with my daughter. So I have the questions on my phone, but you'll be able to see them somewhere on the screen. So let's talk about Nori's question first. And both Nori and Maria happen to be channel members. You know, I got to look out for the channel members. They take care of me every month. So I want to make sure their questions are answered. If you want to become a channel member, you can check. There's a link down there. And we talk on Discord all the time. So I told them that I was making this video. Nori is asking about the very young side of school. So she's wondering, let me look here. Maybe I should have grabbed my glasses. The words we use in the years before elementary school. So elementary school would be, it starts with kindergarten. And I will talk about that in a minute because it's in her question. Preschool, kindergarten, nursery. What's the difference between those three? Great question. So in some places in the United States, not all, but kindergarten is considered like the first grade that you go to school. But after kindergarten, we have something called first grade and then second grade. That's how we say it. First grade, second grade, third grade. But the very first year that usually public schools, okay, not private schools, public schools, taxpayer money goes to it. It's open to everyone who has a child. Kindergarten usually starts at about age 4 or 5. Okay. That would be a public school. They probably ride a school bus to get there. It's usually the first year of elementary school. Nursery school and preschool are very similar. In fact, we might say that they are the same, but I think nursery school would come first. In English, when we say a nursery, if that is in somebody's house, you're thinking a baby. A baby lives in that room, the nursery. That's probably where the baby sleeps, probably where the baby gets their diaper changed. You know, it's the baby room. Hospitals also will have a nursery, and that is for newborns, newborn babies. So when I hear nursery school, I'm thinking very, very young. Maybe babies are there, maybe 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds. But a nursery school, the focus isn't on learning math or learning how to read. It's more learning how to play, being social, learning how to interact with other kids their age. That goes on in preschool, that goes on in kindergarten, but I think the focus is just learning how to leave your parents. Nursery school is for the very, very young. And then you have something called preschool. Now, my children both went to preschool, and it was the year before they went to kindergarten. So if I had to put an age, nursery would be the youngest, nursery school. Preschool is in the middle, followed by kindergarten. Now, let's talk a little bit about preschool. That is where children are taught how to go to school. They probably don't ride a school bus to preschool. They're probably 4 years old. They might be 5 if they're a little older and they're not quite ready for kindergarten. Their parents might put them in preschool. There, they will learn maybe the Pledge of Allegiance. Every day, it might sound weird to some. It sounds a little weird to me. We say the Pledge of Allegiance in class at the beginning of every school day. You literally put your hand on your heart. It's got to be your right hand. You look at the flag and you say this: I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible. Oh man, I'm not in school right now. I think it's something like that. Bunch of big words, but kids learn, they have to learn how to say it. A lot of times they will learn the pledge in preschool. They will learn how to do school. They will learn a little bit of reading and a little bit of math. Pre means before. So preschool gets children ready to go to school, to go to kindergarten. In some ways, preschool, nursery, kindergarten, they're sometimes used interchangeably, but I think the way I explained it, I think that will help. Now, the next question is from Maria, and she's asking about the older students. After elementary school comes middle school, and then comes high school, and after high school, what the heck? She's asking, and she says, Bob, I don't know if you use the words college and university interchangeably, but she said she was still confused about that. And it can be confusing in the United States. Short answer, they can be used interchangeably, college, university. But since I have a little bit more time here with you, so like short answer, you can use them whatever. You'll be speaking, you'll have a bit of an accent. Americans use those two terms interchangeably. But I'm going to dive a little deeper and talk about when we don't use them interchangeably. So I went to the University of Alabama. That's what my hat is. University of Alabama. I would never say the College of Alabama. The name of the school is the University of Alabama. So you can't use college there interchangeably with university. But somebody might ask me, where'd you go to college? Oh, I went to the University of Alabama. Where did you go to university? I went to the University of Alabama. In the United States, I promise you will hear where did you go to college way more than where did you go to university. Usually with university, we'll also put a in front of it. So somebody might ask, are you going to a university this fall or are you going to a college this fall? I think in other parts of the world, they might just say, are you going to university this fall? It's a little different here. If somebody asks you the question, are you going to college or university? You might hear that. College would mean more local. They probably wouldn't have to travel very far to get there. We have something in the United States called community college. That is often when people graduate from high school, but they're not ready to leave for a 4-year college or a 4-year university. And when I say that, not that easy for me to say, A 4-year college or 4-year university, same thing. Community college, usually 2 years. We never say community university. A community college, it's usually 2 years. It's like almost like a preschool for college, I guess. Almost. We never say that, but it's like that. It's to get students ready for leaving home for 4 years or more. But a community college will give you a 2-year degree. It's called an associate's degree. I don't know. This isn't part of the question, but I could talk about bachelor's and master's and your PhD, but we'll save that for another video. Okay. So, university, college, I mean, they can be used the same, but when you're talking about the school name, so our rival, the University of Alabama, we have a rival, and that's another school. When we play sports against them, they're like our biggest enemy. And that biggest enemy is called Auburn University. Auburn University. So you would never say the University of Auburn. No, it's Auburn University. Just like you would never say for the University of Alabama, you would never say Alabama University. So when you're talking about the actual name of the college, it's important where you put university. Let's see. Ooh, Harvard. Is it Harvard University or Harvard College? One of our best institutions. So it probably has a proper name. Most people would just say Harvard, but it's Harvard University, right? Another thing about college versus university in the United States, university sounds a little more professional, a little bit more formal. And if you're just kind of being casual, we might say university. So that's a really in-depth way to look at the difference between college and university. When in doubt, it probably doesn't matter which you say. If you want to look for another English lesson like this, take a look at the one I did right up there on the city of Boston, which is where Harvard's located. Thanks for watching. See you next time.